Tory Lanez caught in the crossfire, the Megan Thee Stallion case explained. The first time Megan Thee Stallion publicly identified Tory Lanez or anybody else as her shooter was on August 20, 2020, when she claimed that he was the gunman who shot her in the foot after a pool party on July 12, 2020 at Kylie Jenner's residence. Megan said that Lanez's publicist was deliberately trying to spread false information about the incident, for which she was hospitalized and needed surgery. In an Instagram live video, "Yes, this Tory shot me," Megan said in the video. Hey, what up everybody? Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we'll spill all the juicy details that's led to the arrest and sentencing of Tory Lanez as the convicted shooter of Megan Thee Stallion. Keep watching and we gonna break it all down for everything that went down. Tory Lanez's trial in a Los Angeles courtroom over the alleged shooting of Megan Thee Stallion has ended. The conviction and eagerly anticipated sentencing had ended 2 Fridays ago after rounds of verbal battle that threatened to split the hip-hop community in half. At first, Mr. Lanez, also known as Daystar Peterson, was arrested and charged only with concealing a firearm in the vehicle. But in the days and weeks that followed, Megan Thee Stallion revealed online in an interview with the detective that she had been shot, eventually naming Mr. Lanez as her assailant. That October, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office charged Mr. Lanez with assault. Mr. Lanez, 30, was convicted of 3 felony counts: assault with a semi-automatic handgun, carrying a loaded unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence. He faces more than 20 years in prison and could be deported, since he's from Canada. Experts testified that the gunshot residue was found on both Mr. Lanez and another suspect, Mrs. Harris, who were in close proximity, though DNA evidence tying Mr. Lanez to the weapon was inconclusive. The police did not collect the DNA sample from Mrs. Harris though. George McDesaian, a lawyer for Mr. Lanez, said that the case was about jealousy and a sexual relationship, calling the prosecution case full of holes and speculation. Megan Thee Stallion lied about everything in this case, he told the jurors. Despite the fact that the LA prosecutors provided few details in a press release announcing Lanez's charges, their analysis of the situation seemed to support Megan's assertions. Before the conviction, Texas-born Megan claimed that after a party in Hollywood in 2020, Lanez shot at her feet, injuring her. On July 12, 2020, Kylie Jenner hosted a party in the Hollywood Hills, which is where everything started. However, it was reported that Megan and Lanez had a fight as they were leaving the event. At a hearing in December of last year, Los Angeles police testified that Megan yelled for her to be let out of the car, and she overheard Tory telling her to dance. He then allegedly pulled out a firearm and started shooting. Megan's own account in court tells the same story. She testified that it was triggered by her belittling Tory's musical talents. The Savage singer originally claimed to have stepped on shattered glass and wounded herself, according to authorities. Later, she made the initial claim that Tory had shot her on Instagram. Before the allegations occurred, the couple was in a relationship but later broke it off. Lanez had refuted accusations of using a weapon in an assault and doing so while in a moving vehicle. Additionally, he was told to keep at least 100 yards away from Megan. In her video, Megan acknowledged that she would have told the police right away, but explained that she held back because she thought the LAPD was being aggressive. "I didn't get cut by no glass, but let me tell you why we're saying that," Megan said. "When the police came because the neighbors called the police come, I'm scared. All this shit going on with the police, I didn't want to die. I didn't want the police to shoot me because there's with a gun in the car with me." If you'd agree, the whole fiasco seems quite hazy, doesn't it? So here's what really happened. Megan allegedly stated during an Instagram live that she was in Lanez's car on July 12, 2020, along with him, his bodyguard, and her friend, and that all 4 of them were arguing. The front seat passenger, Megan, got out of the vehicle. She said that Lanez had shot her through the back window of the vehicle. Megan argued that the claims that she had struck Tory Lanez was untrue. Additionally, she said that the shooting had nothing to do with Lanez's alleged love interest in Kylie Jenner. Megan initially told the police that she had wounded her foot on glass, according to TMZ. Due to the hazy information that surfaced just before the hearing began on February 23, 2022, Megan remarked extensively on the matter. In a now deleted tweet, DJ Academics wrote that it was revealed in court a few moments ago that Tory Lanez's DNA was not found on the weapon in the Meg Thee Stallion case. Megan responded on Instagram writing, "Y'all got breaking news 15 minutes before court started and nobody has even been called in yet. Y'all trying to win a social media campaign. This is my real life. Y'all trying to get retweets spreading false narratives," she also wrote, according to Complex. Lil Ju made the beat, a producer who worked with Megan, also appeared to weigh in, saying on Twitter, "Social media made y'all dumb AF." Lanez also commented on Twitter saying, "You can't buy and tweet your way out of this one. Not today." Lanez had entered a not guilty plea through his attorney on November 18, 2020 to the charges related to the shooting, according to the Associated Press. The court had previously issued a protective order directing Lanez to stay at least 100 yards away from Megan and prohibiting contact with her. Megan later spoke out about her injuries, saying she needed surgery to remove the bullets from her feet, which had missed all her bones and tendons. "I know my mama and daddy and granny had to be looking out for me with that one, because where the bullets hit at, they missed everything, but they was in there," she previously said. Later, both artists included references to the argument in their works. In the line, "Megan folks trying to frame me for a shooting," Tory hinted at the accusations against him were untrue. In the same song, he also questions how someone could be shot in the foot and not damage any bones or tendons, casting doubt on the shooting. A few months later, Megan recorded her own song, Shots Fired, in which she asserted that she was the one speaking facts and accused Tory of lying just to save face. She said, "I became the villain," presumably since Drake seemed to imply that Megan lied about getting shot in his collaboration with 21 Savage. People began taking sides as the argument heated up, with Drake appearing to support Tory. Following the internet spread of insults and memes, Megan came forward and said that, "In a way, I became the villain." She has had to continually defend herself after being accused of fabricating her account of being shot, raising the possibility that misogynoir or misogyny against black women may be the cause of her targeting. JoJo and Kalani are two musicians who have backed up Megan. And in November, a number of well-known black women, including Tarana Burke, the creator of the Me Too movement, sent an open letter in support of Megan. "Megan, you don't deserve any of this," they wrote. "You deserve to be heard, believed, and most importantly, safe." Megan, however, claims that some have called her aggressive and a snitch. About a year after the tragedy, DaBaby, who wrote the song Cry Baby with Megan, received backlash for inviting Tory on the stage following her performance at the Rolling Loud Festival. Although the two Canadians have apparently not always agreed on things, Drake was accused by Megan of using her on his song Circo Loco as clout. Many people, including Megan, believe that the reference in the 21 Savage collaboration to a lady who was lying about having injections but she's still a stallion refers to her. On the response to the music, he has not made any direct remarks. Megan responded angrily on Twitter when his new album, Her Loss, which features Circo Loco, was released. So she wrote, "Since when is it cool to joke about women getting shot?" And then she went on to say, "Weak conspiracy theories have been attached to her name," and hit out at rappers who pile on black women when she says one of y'all homeboys abused her. She has accused Drake of wading in for clout. Tory, however, remained tight-lipped when the track dropped, only tweeting a shrugging emoji on the day it was released. Drake has yet to respond to Newsbeat's request for a comment. So according to Megan's testimony, Tory offered her $1 million to be silent about what had occurred. She added that he apologized and that he was just too inebriated when he phoned her later. She expressed sorrow for coming forward through tears, calling speaking out painful and even revealing suicidal thoughts. Due to this conviction, Tory Lanez is now facing up to 20 years in jail. And that will conclude this video. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and do all of those things because we will be keeping you updated on the latest hip hop news. When it comes to it, you gotta come to Rap Uninterrupted.